Here's MB Moose Lover here, and wife and I a few days ago were down in here in this piece of hardwood, setting up a tree stand for me to videotape moose, one of my trail camera sites, and I was going along and I found a honeycomb from a hornet's nest, and I said to the wife, something must have destroyed it and, hauled it off in pieces, and so we went down, set the stand up, and we're on our way back, and I was thinking, told her when I found that honeycomb, I think, what are the odds I just happened to find that, and just kind of nearly stepped on it. And on the way back, talk about chance, we found the rest of the nest, and here it is. And of course this was the other day when she was with me, and I just decided to come down here and film this because it sneaking up on me. Noises. Just heard a pleated woodpecker. Anyway, so we find this on the way back up through, and I say, well, there's the nest, and if you look up in the tree here, it was somewhere here. I'm going to find it here. Oh, yeah, it's right here. I thought it was higher than that. It's quite low. There it is. There's what it came from. And I would say that the big wind and rainstorm that we had, the end of that hurricane, basically probably blew it off, and heavy rain. And so anyway, the other day when we found it, I gave it a little kick, and I said, there's more honeycombs in it, and then it was just right quick after that, my wife said there's a hornet buzzing around her head, and she's like flailing her arms, and I'm trying to kind of help her, and trying to get this. I can't really see it, but and then all of a sudden I'm saying it's after me, and this hornet was around my head, and he stung me right on the temple, and man, it ever sting or ever hurt. It was just like a needle, and I felt that for 2 or 3 hours afterwards, and it didn't swell up much, but it was like it went right to the bone, and so anyway, we were, and then he kept coming after us, or at least another one, I don't know. I swatted him, and after he stung me, and then it was after her again, and I had my coat, and I was covering her head up with a coat, and we were kind of booting her out of the woods as fast as we could, and he followed us for quite a ways, and till we got out of the bush here, and yeah, it was quite an ordeal, and he was really ticked off about his nest there, and I'm going to poke it with a stick here just to tempt the devil here, and just to see, because I mean, he must have been still living there, I suspect, or maybe he was just sitting up on a limb waiting to see the culprit that came and destroyed it. I'm going to give it a poke here and see, tempt fate, just to see if there's any more hornets in it. There's a little guy that was behind me. I heard something. He's not the plated one I heard down the woods. But okay, so I had to take over the narration of this from my computer, because as I was filming this and recording, I was tempting the devil, poking at the hornet's nest. A hornet started chasing me, And you can see I'm kind of in frantic defensive mode here. And I failed to notice that I glanced up at the nest that the hornets were still living in the little tiny piece that was left on the branch. That's why we got stung, or I got stung that day, because I guess I didn't realize that they'd still be in that little, you can actually see a little piece of honeycomb hanging down, and it's actually moving. They're in there, they're feeding the young ones or repairing it, and they don't have much time. It's in October, so they didn't have much time before winter to get it fixed up, but they're going to freeze pretty soon anyway. But yeah, I had to kind of make an emergency escape, so I almost got stung twice. So here's the lesson: don't tempt fate.